since we've had a chance to do one of these video updates. So we're trying to get back into the swing of things and get some information out to the group that maybe wasn't at the meeting or might not be in the know. The mandatory overtime policy that's been kind of talked about and kicked around for almost a year is finally going to be implemented on a trial basis starting November 1st through end of January of 24. The district had some kind of concerns about how well it would work and if it's going to create more problems, but they're willing to try it for 90 days and see how it goes. We'll have to see. Shouldn't be that difficult, but for those of you who don't remember, it's a week out, 7 days out. When they are filling a shift, they'll pick from the shifts prior with whoever has the least amount of hours. So 7 days out, least amount of hours, as opposed to always the shift before, at least in theory. The BLS unit, it's already been talked about for the last couple bargaining unit meetings. It was brought back up again this time because the district had indicated that they would be willing to consider a premium pay for that for each EMT. Some good dialogue again at the meeting this week, but ultimately the feeling of the group who was there was to keep it status quo. That's what was passed on to the district. They were going to meet with or speak with the assistant chiefs and see whether or not, really I think whether or not they want to do it anyway. I certainly hope that they don't, because the group pretty much has said no thank you. But if anything changes, we'll let you know. What was never discussed is situations where a medic goes home and you can't fill in a shift or can't get a medic to come in. That wasn't ever talked about. In the past, it's happened. EMTs have been brought in to staff an engine. So that, I believe, should still be a possibility in those rare instances. Moving on to the next topic, everyone I'm sure saw my email. The survey results were emailed to the district and included Commissioner Limbaugh. So far, the chief seems indifferent, I suppose, but more to come when we know anything. The board is aware of it. It's in their hands now, and we'll see what direction they take it. What I asked for is that a board member sit on committees that they don't participate in already, LMC and future negotiations, and we'll see. In talking to a few of them so far, at the very least, they were inclined to sit in on LMC and see, I guess, where the breakdown is. In my opinion, there is a breakdown in what they're told, what we're told, and what's actually happening. And so I guess that's our ask out of this whole thing, is that they participate more and hopefully ask more questions. Shift trade stuff and DRS credits, we're still working through that. If you haven't logged in and checked your DRS account, please do so. Someone recently figured out that they were short credits from a few months back, so it's important to at least check once a quarter. Not sure why errors are popping up, but we've noticed that they have been. So if you don't know how to log into your DRS account, please let us know and we will try and help you. The next item, there was some discussion at the bargaining meeting about changes to staffing, when sick calls or who moves, why they move. It's the least amount of moves with the also consideration to whoever the least senior person is. We can't really get into the weeds and all the nuances and scenarios, but suffice to say, we don't move people based on acting. Years back, it was the most senior person could be moved to take the acting because they wanted the pay. But we've gone away from that quite a while ago, so that's no longer a consideration. If you have any questions and you're the one doing it, reach out to Adam or myself. We're happy to help try and guide you. Like I said, there's a lot of nuance to it, and we can't address every scenario.
Retro pay. So you should have received your check or retro pay after this CBA was ratified. But if you have any questions about the breakdown of that retro pay, the office has said to contact them. They have spreadsheets that they can show you everything, but they weren't going to create one for everybody. But if you're interested in finding out that information, contact Rebecca and she'll provide that stuff. This upcoming Monday, once again, is the Celebration of Life for Christina Barnes. It'll be at noon at the Union Hall. If you've got the time available, please come down and support our brother. It's very important to him, as you would imagine. So, yeah. Holiday auction is happening this year. We're looking for auction items. We haven't made any kind of determination if we're going to do it as a bargain unit or by station or by shift. But the main thing is if you have any special connections, people that are willing to donate something, bring it forward so we can kind of help raise money. The money from that holiday auction goes to help our sponsored families at Christmas time, and our local, I think, sponsors somewhere around 20. So every little bit counts. And to add on to that, this time of year, I'm always looking for extra help, and that's part of this. I could use a couple volunteers to help me out with Coats for Kids and also the sponsored families. So if you've got some time available, I could use it. We've got to check 4 or 5 different schools to see if they need any coats. So I could use some liaisons for that. And then also involved with that is seeing if any of the schools have families that may need help this year. So if you're interested in it, please get a hold of me. I've already got Terry Aiken has volunteered, so thank you to him. But yeah, contact me if you want to get involved. I'd be happy to have you. But that's all for this update. So, anything else?
That's it.